Hey,
Hi there.
how are ya?
Good, how are you?
Jacob, I presume?
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Jacob.
Hello.
I was just around the corner, but I was facing the wrong way, so I had to do a bit of a turnaround.
Oh, that's
there.
okay. I am not worried.
Are you just finishing work, Jacob?
I am just going home now.
Question, what's it like working at the mall?
Where I work, it's pretty boring because most days it's pretty dead.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you don't get to see even people just coming in and...
yeah, the only stores that really get seas of people coming in, or at least lines of people, is the Apple Store
Oh, okay.
and Lululemon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So those are the big brand names here at this mall.
At this mall, yeah.
Yeah. And everyone else just kind of gets the crumbs.
Yeah, basically, I would assume so.
Okay.
I mean, there's a few more stores that are bigger, but I just
Sure.
don't really pass by them very often.
Okay.
But,
And of course, the grocery store on the other end.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was wondering just because I see cars all over the place here, and then inside I imagine it's just like people all over the place.
Yeah. It's a little bit busier here now than
Yeah.
it was. At least for some reason today it's actually busy as well.
Okay.
But like here on Sunday, I
Yes.
think I was here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I checked to see how much money we made
Yeah.
since I got there.
Yeah.
And we only made $10 at the store.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we made more money that night, but
Yeah.
like in my first 2 hours being there, it was just that dead.
I wonder how they keep the doors open then, eh?
Well, I work for Purdy's, so they're a chocolate company.
Okay.
Luckily for us, we don't have like any corporate debt or anything. We don't have
Oh,
like
okay.
investors or anything that we owe.
Yeah.
So we can, I guess, be more self-sufficient.
Okay.
But like other big companies that have like investors and
Yeah.
corporate debt, like I don't know how they.
Manage.
I guess they have to have the doors open so they can make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy. We haven't been able to bring our full staff back yet. There's only 5 of us back, and we are used to, I think we're usually like a 15-man team.
So it's a chocolate store, is that right? A
Yeah.
chocolate store?
Yeah.
That sounds like it's fun.
Yeah, it was more fun before COVID because if you're bored, you could like snack on like the loose chocolate.
Yeah.
Now we're not allowed to have any stuff like that anymore.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's still a pretty fun job. Like all the people that work there are really nice.
Yeah.
So that makes it really good.
Okay. I'm just still at snacking on chocolates.
Oh, yeah. That's the best part, yeah.
Would you say you're a chocolate connoisseur?
Actually, that's the title of the job.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like how Starbucks has their like.
Baristas?
Well, I guess barista is any coffee shop,
Okay.
but like, yeah, we're chocolate connoisseurs, I guess.
Okay.
So, yeah, we have to know everything about all the chocolates in the store.
Which means when you got hired,
Yeah.
you were sampling everything.
Oh yeah, I was eating everything. I was like so sick at the end of the first
Oh,
week.
seriously?
Yeah, I was eating so much chocolate.
And what kind of things did that training involve? Like when you're taste testing all these varieties?
So you gotta learn. Well, number one, you gotta learn like all the backgrounds
Okay.
of like the company, so
Yeah.
when it started. Yada,
Oh, I
yada.
see.
Then you learn where we source a lot of our stuff from, like a lot of our cocoa and stuff comes from, like places in Africa and South America, like along the equator. It's like there's like a belt.
Okay.
And then we get like our cherries from Denmark and our ginger from
So this
Australia.
is like a lot of source material from the original place, eh?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we are, for a lot of our like main stuff, we're
Yeah.
pretty self-sufficient, but we do source other stuff like
Okay.
cherries and the other stuff,
Yeah.
which is actually costing us right now, considering we don't have that stuff back in yet. A lot of people are
Mhm.
asking for it,
Mhm.
but we can't get it because borders are closed.
Wow.
So it
Okay.
makes it a little tough.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, back to the training. Yeah, it's fun. You have to like watch videos about how they make chocolate and then eat it. That's basically it.
And now that you've tried the various samples. Which one
Right.
do you have as your favorite? Because all I know is dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate.
White chocolate, yep. There's actually ruby chocolate as well.
Ruby chocolate.
Ruby is newer. It's not brand new.
Yeah.
It's relatively new. It's been out for a little while now. I think we were actually pretty late to jump on the wagon for Ruby. We just got a little bit of it released.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's like its own thing. It's like fruity. Almost.
Okay.
It's naturally fruity and it's naturally pink.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
another chocolate for you.
Yeah.
But my favorite is the it was called the Sake and Sakura.
Okay.
So it had like very light cherry notes that would kind of linger in the background, and then it was dark chocolate, and I really like the dark chocolate because sometimes the milk chocolate is too like milky, too sweet,
Okay.
and it overwhelms like the flavor.
Oh.
But if you have things like light cherry, like very light cherry notes that are
Yeah.
just kind of supposed to linger in the background, you don't want to overpower that. So you get the dark chocolate that's more bitter to like complement it.
Okay.
And
You're talking like a sommelier.
what was that?
A sommelier.
Oh.
A sommelier is a wine expert.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Yeah. I did not know that either until I met one on my drives.
Oh, really?
And I was like, well, in my language, when you add the EA sound to a name,
Right.
it's almost like you're personalizing it for yourself. So like,
Oh.
Donnier is my Don kind of thing, or
Okay.
or Bellier is my Bell, or that kind of thing. So sommelier made me think of a Somali person, sommelier,
Yeah.
my sommelier. You know, and no, it's not that at all.
Yeah, it's a wine taster.
It's a wine taster who's gone through like rigorous testing for his palate to be able to, like, at his exam, I think, go through 50 kinds of wines.
Oh my god.
Just take a sample, tell the year that bottle was,
Oh my gosh.
the kind of grape, the region from where that grape was, and all the accentuating I don't know.
gosh.
It's intense.
You must have been drinking wine since you were like 5 years old for that
Oh
job.
man, I was just astounded, right?
Wow.
I don't enjoy alcohol, period. So, but I was like, I'm willing to try again because I don't know what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
you make it sound so amazing.
Right, honestly. Like all the little intricacies. to it.
Absolutely, and that's what you're reminding me of when you're like, there's these notes of cherries here, and then you gotta like balance it with the. It's just like,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's funny because I don't even. I'm actually not that into chocolate. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't a really big chocolate. I rarely ate it. I was more into like hard candy or things
Okay.
like that if I ever ate it, or like
Yeah.
gummies.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. My friend kind of because I moved here from Texas,
Oh no way.
so it was like my first year living here, and my friend just kind of hooked me up with like a part-time job. So
Okay.
yeah.
If you could choose your dream job, what would that look like for you?
Oh man, I don't know.
Is that still a process of discovery on your end?
Yeah, I think I'm only 22, so
Okay.
I'm relatively young enough to still be, I would say, figuring things out.
Yeah.
I have a few. I've narrowed it down,
Sure.
but I'm not 100%. I am currently at University of Calgary
Yeah.
for computer science.
Okay.
I also illustrate, but I'm not like. It's not like my career. It's like a side thing.
Okay.
And then I think podcasting would be really fun.
Oh my goodness. My followers have been asking and begging me for a podcast.
Really?
Oh, seriously, yeah.
You should do one.
Thank you. I think, I have a great interest in it. I just want to find the right, well, I need to invest in the right equipment first to
Right.
make sure it's quality.
Right.
And then, and I think I'm okay for like people that I'd want to talk to because there's so many that are like, yeah, I'd sign up for that. So,
Right.
yeah, I would totally be interested in that too.
I think you should do it. You have a good voice for it.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I think people like listening to you.
This is a new discovery for me. Honestly,
for sure.
it's yeah. I mean, about my voice, I did not realize I
Oh
had
no, yeah.
this kind of a voice. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. It's very, very like soothing,
That's what I hear a lot
easy
too.
to talk to.
That's what. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So
That's really
that
kind.
make you a good podcast host or whatever. I think.
Yeah, and I mean, I enjoy talking to people already. I really enjoy getting to know them and what makes them tick, and so.
Right.
But yeah, that's amazing. You would also be interested in the podcast, and what would your theme be that you would want to explore, or?
I'm very interested in the comedy, but
Yes.
I don't know if I would be one. I don't know if I'd be equipped for that.
Yeah. Do you think you'd make a good connoisseur for comedy, reviewing various
Maybe.
shows or that kind of thing?
I will say that I always try to stay pretty up to date
Yeah.
with comedians and with rap music.
Imagine this then, having something of that kind of thing, maybe even a conglomeration if you know how to mix the two.
Right.
But one where, like, it's not to say that you're an expert in it, but you're familiar with it,
Right.
and it's your process of discovering, keeping on top of it, and you have an excuse to do it because now you have folks who are following your trajectory
Right.
as you're indulging yourself in this, and they're like, we're coming along for the ride. That would be amazing,
Wow.
don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even.
Because
know.
most of us are thinking, who are we? Like, we'd have nothing to bring to the table.
Right.
But if you make the theme, not that you're an expert, but you're one who's exploring what this looks like, and you're sampling, and you're like reviewing from your perspective, and you're inviting the input of your audience and
Right.
getting them to chime in, you start creating a community that starts talking about the thing that you enjoy.